So apparently you're doing really good with hitting the like buttons and the follow buttons and the subscribe buttons. Keep that up, please. I mean, you don't have to, follow and subscribe every time, because I think that only has to be done once.
Yeah. But if you could
hit the like button every time, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Wherever you find us, Spotify, YouTube,
Apple Podcasts,
the Gutter Outside Bodrose, anywhere like that.
Google Bodrose.
Aren't they the same thing?
Cloud. Is Bodrose still open?
It is, yeah. It is nothing like it when my dad owned it, but hey.
Oh, yeah?
Still sort of a little neighborhood joint.
Okay.
Where was I now?
You're introing
the
show, yeah.
If you got comments, questions, there's an order to this.
Okay, I'm waiting.
If you got questions, comments, opinions, snarks. We love the snarks. You can just leave them wherever you found us, which, could be Spotify or YouTube,
Apple Podcasts or YouTube,
Google or Bodrose.
the Gutter Outside Bodrose.
Yeah, there still is one. I mean,
I believe
along the curbway, sure.
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh, or you can. What is the email thing that we're doing?
Yes.
On Saturday. Yes, you can send us email. It's not like snail mail, and it doesn't really come in a bag. But hey, TITR@netradio.network and Bodrose.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As
far as you know.
Bodrose aside, here's an interesting fact.
I thought we already did several Bodrose asides. By the way.
What?
If any of you know any radio people in St. Cloud, and every once in a while I hear Boudreaux. Okay.
Seriously?
Boudreaux is spelled the same way twice, once with a B.
Yeah, and once with a D.
DR. Yeah. And an apostrophe S.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not Boudreaux. It's not Bougest. Boo is something Casper says, and not wholeheartedly.
No.
Boudreaux.
Boo?
Go with this. Bo, B-O-W, Droz, as in rose with a D.
Boudreaux.
Get away from me.
Here's an interesting fact.
I doubt it.
Oh, you're going to love this.
I just gave you an interesting fact.
It's all about mantis
Boudreaux.
Mantis shrimp.
Madame Boudreaux.
Maybe you should take after mantis shrimps.
Why? What are they?
They punch with about the same force as a .22 caliber bullet.
Nope, that's not me.
At 50 miles an hour, their punches are the fastest in the animal kingdom and 50 times faster than the blink of an eye.
What are these now?
Mantis shrimp.
So everyone was mantis shrimping. There was no skimping.
When they decide it's clobbering time,
everyone left limping.
They create 1,500 newtons of force with their claws.
The monkeys were extra chimping.
Even more amazingly, their punches superheat the water around them to a temperature nearly as hot as the surface of the sun. Their club-like claws are coated in impact-resistant nanoparticles that allow the shrimp to punch to their heart's content. Mantis shrimp use their incredible punching skills to both feed and fight creatures larger than themselves, like crabs, mollusks, gastropods, and other ocean dwellers unlucky enough to get in their way. So I guess you could say they punch above their weight. Videos of the phenomenon are as popular as you might imagine, not least because peacock mantis shrimp, perhaps the most famous type, are so visually striking. Get it? Visually striking.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
Not all mantis shrimp punch, however. There are two main types. Mantis is a system of kung fu. So
some do gung fu.
Gung fu and kung fu are the same thing.
No, because Bruce Lee does gung fu.
Well, that's because he's pronouncing it from his dialect. Yes.
You know why?
Why?
Because he can.
Yes.
Who would argue with that man?
Well, I'd argue with him vociferously now.
I still think he'd take you.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
There are two main types of hunters, smashers and spearers, and only the former engage in high-speed clubbing. Spearers, meanwhile, impale their prey on spiky forelimbs.
So it's like hand to hand or weapon.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Who knew?
Mantis shrimp.
Everybody was meant to shrimping.
Punch masters of the deep.
This story is not funny.
Oh, great.
It's not angering to me, but it strikes me as amazingly sad.
Okay. Tell me.
Have you heard of Father Justin? You've got that look like I have, but where? Father Justin, an AI priest created by Catholic Answers in San Diego, was defrocked, if you will, on April 24th, after claiming to users that he was a real member of the clergy and performing sacraments, according to a New York Post story.
Oh, my goodness.
I did not know AI could have delusions.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what I was thinking.
If you've played with AI, you know a lot of its limitations.
I try to avoid AI because
I've got a couple of different AIs I use for business, and they're goofy. It takes a lot of work.
His fathership told users he was a priest in Assisi, Italy.
Assisi?
Yeah. St. Francis of?
Assisi?
Yeah, whatever. Potato. He shared his views on sexual issues and took confession, concluding with, "Go in peace, my child, and sin no more."
Tomato, AR-15.
Armor light, right?
Yeah.
He also advised one user that they could use Gatorade to baptize their child.
No, you're wrong. This is good. This is funny crap.
Not if you're Catholic, it's not.
Well, I don't care. My Catholic friends have a sense of humor.
Yeah, but this is not funny. This is ridiculous.
They're messing with the sacraments.
It's borderline blasphemy. Mm-hmm. Christopher Check, president of Catholic Answers, explained by saying,
hey, that's actually, right. And that's in the original Latin.
Who speaks Latin? No one speaks Latin. It's a dead language. Where was I? Oh, Christopher Check, president of Catholic Answers, that started this whole brouhaha. We chose the character to convey a quality of knowledge and authority. Many people, however, have voiced concerns about this choice.
Really?
See, I would say no, Sherlock, but you probably shouldn't say stuff like that about a religious story, so I won't. I will just stick with you.
And sin some more.
We are a stupid species.
Yes, we are.
The avatar has since been rebranded as Virtual Apologist Justin, which just rolls off the tongue.
Why didn't they name him Father Sarducci?
No.
That would make more sense.
He would still be a father. and just as Roman Catholic.
Yeah.
As,
Guido.
Minus the cassock and collar now. Virtual Apologist Justin.
What's he wearing? A thong?
According to Christopher Check, we won't say he's been laicized. Laic? Is that a word?
Apparently.
See, defrocked, I understood. Laicide made my head hurt.
Yeah, and they're using it as a verb. That's weird.
But technically, he couldn't be defrocked because he was never a real priest.
Correct.
Duh. But he's an AI. What moron filled him with stupid stuff?
Our moron,
spit
sir?
Out. Oh, yeah, we are a stupid species.
Yeah. From Metro UK via Patrick Reed. Deborah,
wait a minute.
What?
Laddie. Go ahead.
Our man in Liverpool.
Yes, ma'am. Mom.
Lady. Deborah Stallard, 54.
Motorola.
Hurled things at partner Barry, 51, before knifing him in their mobile home.
Did she throw the knife or did she just gut him?
No, she stabbed him.
Okay.
In New Beach Holiday Park, which sounds much nicer than it apparently is.
I would guess, yeah.
In Dymchurch, Kent. She admitted unlawful wounding over the incident, but walked free from court after Mr. Stallard pleaded for mercy, instead blaming it on the alcohol they'd been drinking and the menopause.
Sure. They have an old male dog?
Yes, that's what they've got. He revealed the pair who had been together.
Shouldn't it really be womanopause?
I'm not taking that up for all the money in the world. He revealed the pair, who've been together for 21 years, have been barred from living together while his wife has been on bail, adding, "I request that my wife is not given a prison sentence. We can live together happily as a married couple again." Canterbury Crown Court heard the pair had spent the evening before the attack in April last year drinking at a pub. Caroline Knight,
Well,
prosecutor,
that's kind of what you do at a pub.
right, said Mrs. Stallard started to talk about some problems she was experiencing at the time. Mr. Stallard appeared to fall asleep,
Oh, never do that to someone menopausal.
irritating her. She threw a number of items at him, then stabbed him in the chest. It was a
chair,
penetrative knife wound.
2 mugs, a Stein. And
Was it Frank?
and a Pekingese.
It was a penetrative knife wound, but thankfully there was no damage to the lungs.
She went for the Shih Tzu, but
She also sustained injuries, but they were self-inflicted.
well, when you're
How
drunk.
drunk was she?
Oh, when you're drunk and in a rage,
All stuff happens.
Yeah.
Mr. Stallard required emergency medical treatment for the injury, but in a victim impact statement read by defense barrister Anna Lampard, he said the incident was a one-off. The court heard that Mrs. Stallard, 54, has one previous conviction for assault occasioning actual bodily harm. Ms. Lampard said immediately following the stabbing, her client called emergency services and stayed by her husband's side until they arrived and told police what she had done.
Oh, good. She wasn't pulling stuff out. That's good.
Lampard
That's
said, in a 21-year relationship, there have never been any incidents between them. Okay, so she was arrested for something when she beat on somebody else.
Well, it's only 2 in all those years, dude. How many have you had in all those years?
I've never been stabbed once by Anne, no matter how much she wanted to do it.
Okay, but how many assaults have you committed?
Me, 0.
Oh, yeah, me too. Never mind. You might be
There we
right.
go. She's shown remorse, genuine remorse.
By the way, I should have been stabbed several times, but
Right. It was, in my submission, the menopause and the hormonal effect that created that was the main cause of this event. Good Lord. And not the booze.
no.
There is a supporting statement from her GP. They are both keen to move on from this incident. Mrs. Stallard was given a 9-month sentence, suspended for 2 years, along with a 12-month community order with 100 hours of unpaid work and 20 rehabilitation activity requirement sessions. So there. Yeah, exactly. Slap on the wrist.
Well, 2.
Or for a slap on the wrist for a stab in the chest.
It was in the library. An Indiana judge, we finally answered the immortal question.
Yep. Okay,
Listen
good.
up. And it came out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Who knew?
Wow.
An Indiana judge who has declared that tacos and burritos are, in fact, Mexican-style sandwiches has cleared the way for the opening of a new restaurant, delighting a restaurateur following a legal battle. What? What about that was unclear? Indiana's a state. They have judges.
This makes no sense.
Wait for it.
All right.
53-year-old Martin Quintana has been trying for about 3 years now to open up his second famous taco location in Fort
love
Wayne.
it. I love it.
If you don't know where Fort Wayne is, it's got a big seminary. Oh, and it's also like 120
And Sweetwater.
miles northeast of Indianapolis. Yeah,
Sweetwater's in Fort Wayne.
that's where I got my focus rate.
Yeah. Yep. Did you get a bag of candy with it?
I did.
Yeah, it's
The
my
candy's
favorite
not
part.
here any longer.
Yeah, I thought.
My dog ate it.
It's been a few years.
But the initial written commitment for the development at a plaza Quintana owns limits the business to a sandwich bar-style restaurant whose primary business is to sell made-to-order or Subway-style sandwiches. Quintana said the nearby Covington Creek Association contacted him to say that his The Famous Taco proposal somehow ran afoul to that commitment. So he did what we do in this fine society of ours. He
Sued him. Yeah.
sued the commission in December of 2022 after it denied his proposed amendment that would specify that his restaurant to offer made-to-order tacos, burritos, and other Mexican-style items. You know, the guys at the Journal-Gazette must have looked at this and goes,
What a
anybody
pack
want to
of
trade
morons.
stories? Anybody want to
anybody.
trade stories?
I'll take any of them. Let me do the kids beat. I don't want this. Well, he owns the property, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, see, you're thinking back in the old days.
When you owned property, you did what you wanted with it.
There were certain freedoms allowed you. Not anymore, dude.
This is an HOA, apparently.
Yeah. Trying to think of words that would make sense with HOA, but
Or BOA, Homeowners Association.
I know what that is. I was trying to find other ones that made more sense of it. Hell on
asphalt.
Sure. Allen Superior Court Judge Greg Bobe ruled that the Plan Commission acted correctly when it denied Quintana's proposed amendment. But, and this is the big one.
I like big butts, and I cannot deny. What? Sorry.
Judge also found that his request was not needed, and he found that the original commitment allows restaurants like the proposed Famous Taco. Hence, and forevermore, the argument has ended. Tacos and burritos are merely Mexican-style sandwiches. Thank you, Your Honor.
Sandwich wraps, you could call them easily. And he could really have some fun with this. Burrito sandwich wrap.
I'm thinking after being in court for 2 years, he's probably tired of having fun with this.
You think it's less fun than I think?
I think it may have become no fun. Even.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, sounds like us.
Well, I don't know. We were fun once.
When?
1932, but...
Oh, wow. Even before we were born.
That's the last time we were fun.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.